guys. I just got off work. Got a bunch of dust all over my pants. I just got off work and feel a little tired, so I'm going to do a little yoga practice to kind of bump my energy up because I still got a bunch of homework to do for the coding thing. So let's start a little weirder. So what I want you to do is just tuck your toes under, and then notice my ankle's right in front of my knee like this. So this is both a little ankle stretch and a hip stretch. So I'm just going to kind of lean back a little bit. And if you find you have to walk your hands a lot farther forward for this, that's fine. Just kind of pressing your toes down to the ground, maybe lean back a little bit. So my left toes are tucked under as well. That's the one that's under my butt. I'm leaning back into it. You can kind of use your fingertips to peel your toes back. Little side to side lean here. Just feeling those hips, feeling those toes. One more big breath here. And then nice and easy, come all the way up. Planting your knee down. Just come up to this kneeling position. So I know this looks kind of funky, but just do your best. So working on this little pelvic tilt here. So this hip's fully externally rotated, so this may be uncomfortable, but just do your best. So left hand down to your left thigh, right hand comes up and across. You can just kind of prop your fingertips up on your right heel. Reaching. Inhale one more time. With your exhale, nice and easy. Bringing your hands down, just unwind your legs. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this is my tighter side. So chances are I'm not gonna be able to get quite as deep. So I'm kind of using my right knee to nudge my left ankle forward. And I'm just gonna lean back a little bit. Yeah, so this side I'm definitely not coming back quite as far. So just do your best, take 3 or 4 big breaths here. Murphy decided to join me for class today, so Murphy's going to do a little yoga with us. Inhale, lift your chest up. And with your exhale, lean back a little bit. Okay, nice and easy. Bringing yourself up to this kneeling position. So again, kind of a funky one, but just do your best. You can always fold your mat over underneath your knee if you need to. Right hand down, left hand reaches. Again, I'm just kind of propping myself up on my left heel with my right hand and just pressing down a little bit as I reach. Inhale one more time. With your exhale, nice and easy release. Both hands down slowly. Unwind your legs. Okay, so usually when you come into a child's pose, you bring your toes together. I'm going to ask you to walk your feet a little bit wider apart. So as you lean your hips back, you're going to feel a little different stretch in your hips and your knees and everything below the waist. So just doing your best. Inhale, chest high. Exhale, press back. Two more big breaths. And then start to lean your weight forward. Walk your knees a little bit wider. This time you are going to bring the soles of your feet together. And you're just going to lay your belly down on the ground. And walk your knees out really wide. So you can just kind of rest your head on the back of your hands here. And just let the inner edge of your foot, of both of your feet, drift down. So you're making this kind of diamond shape with your legs. Again, just little subtle movements to get into the hip joints. Take 3 more breaths here and just let your feet drift down, pressing your feet together and just gently pressing them down towards the ground behind you. Nice and easy. Bring both heels up and then just rock your feet from side to side. So, trying not to kick my dog. Just feeling those hips. Then pressing your hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself all the way up to hands and knees, tabletop position. So we'll do 3 cat counts. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, round your back. here, tuck your toes, come to downward facing dog. So I'm really going to exaggerate this pedaling of my feet, so really dipping one knee down, dipping the other knee down. Feeling all of my leg as I go through this motion, pressing back through the thumb side of my hand, all 10 fingertips pressing into the floor. Inhale, lean your weight forward to a plank position. Exhale, lower your right knee down to the ground. So top of the foot down or toes tucked under. Spin onto the outside edge of the back foot. Reach your left hand up. So stacking your shoulders, reach long through both arms. Draw your low belly in and think about kind of arching up through the side of your body here so you feel your abdominals engage a little bit. Lift your left leg up and then reach your left hand forward. Okay, so we'll do this next movement just 3 times. So inhale, reach through both limbs. Exhale, reach forward like you're going to tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Last one, reaching, tapping. Now, right or left arm up, bend your knee, reach back and grab what you can grab. So it's capturing your foot, your ankle, whatever you can reach. Roll your shoulders open. If you can, look up a little bit, kick back into your hand. Inhale one more time. Open up a little bit wider. Exhale, release. Bring your hand up and then set it down. Leave your left knee off the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, left knee to nose. 3 more. One more time. Completely exhale as you squeeze in. Extend your leg back. Tuck your right toes under. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your leg up. And with your exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Come into the slow lunge position. Back leg stays lifted. Straighten your back legs. Sink your hips down. Lifting your chest. You don't have to look up, but do look forward just a little bit to the front edge of your mat, or maybe even a little bit farther than that. Inhale, chest high. Exhale, sink your hips down. Inhale one more time. Now with your exhale, one lift, right leg up. Set your right foot down next to your left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, both hands reaching up. Exhale, a little back bend. Inhale, both hands high. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Halfway, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back. Plank position, lean forward, lower down slowly. Inhale, chest lifts, maybe just a little bit. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, press your hips back. Exhale, lean your weight forward. Lower your left knee down to the ground. So, spin your back foot flat, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Find in this modified side plank position. As you open, think about reaching your right knuckles back like you're trying to touch the wall behind you. Lift your right leg off the ground. And then when you're ready, reach your right arm forward. Get as long as you can through the whole right side of your body. Inhale, reach a little bit longer. Now with your exhale, reach, try to tap. 3 times. Exhale, reach. One more time. Exhale. Now as you inhale, reaching all the way back and around, see if you can capture your foot, kick back in your hand, open your chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hand down, leg stays lifted. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last time. Exhale completely. Reaching back, tuck your left toes under. 3-legged downward dog. Reaching up high. Get really long, reach that heel back. With your exhale, step your foot forward, find that low lunge position. So just a couple breaths here. I'm kind of shimmying my left foot back a little bit. Back leg is really straight, so I feel my quads engaging. Sinking your hips down, or lifting your chest high. Relax your shoulders as best you can. Try to take a little weight off of your hands. 2 more breaths. Reach the crown of your head forward. Sink your hips down. 1 more big inhale. Now with your exhale, leaning forward, lift it up. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, set your feet down side by side. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold down, bend your knees, squat down, chair pose. So reaching your hands up, I'm going to take my hands to a prayer position because I feel like my shoulders don't need that extra work. Shoulders back and down. Grip the ground with your toes. So you should be able to kind of press your toes into the mat. So a lot of times we kind of lose that tactile sensation in our feet of being able to wiggle our toes or reach out, spread our toes, and gripping down like we're trying to scrunch up the mat. So try to do that as best you can. Just grip the ground. Chest lifts, sinking a little bit deeper. Really focus on what your feet are doing. You know your legs can do this even if they're burning a little bit. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale, straight legs all the way in. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back. Again, lean forward, lower down. Chest up. Downward dog. Inhale, press your hips back 1 more time. Exhale, lean forward, plank position. So you can either put your right knee down, kind of like we did before, or you can just roll both heels over to the side. Reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. So really find this lift. So even if your knee is down on the ground, imagine there's a strap or a rope or something looped around your torso, and it's lifting you up right at the base of your rib cage. Try to keep both legs straight if both legs are up. Reaching up a little bit higher, and then just like before, reach your left hand forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, switch. Just rocking both heels to the other side. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, reach forward. Continue to lift through your hips. Engage both legs. Feel this movement through your whole body. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, both hands down. Walk your hands out about as wide as the edges of your mat. So I was getting just a little bit of wrist strength here. So my fingertips are pointed out just slightly. I'm just rocking into my fingertips. You can just kind of work on putting a little bit more weight into the inside edge of your hand. Maybe find a little bit more hang time for a breath or two. Maybe just work on putting one finger down on the opposite hand. Both legs are straight. And then coming back to that neutral position, lean forward, lower down slowly. 3, 2, 1. Belly, chest down. Reach both hands out in front of you. Imagine you have a beach ball in your hands. You're lifting it up as high as you can. Lift your legs up. Take 3 breaths. Reach up a little bit higher. Feel the whole back side of your body working together here. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale, palms down. Push yourself back to a child's pose. Take 1 more breath. And with your exhale, tuck your toes, downward dog once again. Take 3 breaths here. Just feel your whole body. So just a few more movements. Just kind of touch on everything a little bit. From here, walk your hands all the way back to meet your feet. So grabbing opposite elbows, let's take a super simple ragdoll pose here. A little bend in the knees. Just bouncing your elbows down towards your toes. Should feel a nice stretch in your low back. Let your head hang down so you feel the back of your neck getting long. And then release your hands down. Okay, so this is kind of a weird one. I want you to take your right heel, turn it in so that your heel's on the instep of your left foot. Now work on straightening both legs. So my legs are mostly straight. Inhale, chest lifts. And exhale, I'm going to fold down again. Maybe your hands touch the ground, maybe they don't. Just do your best. Try walking both hands as far over to the left as you feel like you can get. One more big breath. And then walk both hands as far over to the right as you feel like you can get. With your next exhale, bring it back to the center. Replace your feet, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left heel turns in towards right arch. Straighten your legs as best you can. You may be able to just stop here if this is plenty of a stretch for you, because this is way more intense than it looks. So legs straightening, walking hands over to the right. This is working into some of those very tightly wound muscles in your lower leg, your calves, your ankles, maybe a little bit of knees in there. Inhale one more time. Now with your exhale, walk both hands all the way over to the left. And then when you get here, you feel a lot more of the IT band on the outer leg, lateral hamstrings, that means outer hamstrings. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, twist a little bit more. With your exhale, walking your hands back to the center. Both heels turn back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, walk yourself forward to this plank position once again. Now shift back to downward facing dog, but bend your knees like you're about to crouch and spring forward. Press into your fingertips to really push back. Big inhale. Now with your exhale, shoot forward to a plank position. Inhale, pull your knees in towards your chest as you press back. Exhale, plank. 3 more times. And 2. Last one. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, press forward, lower down. Inhale, chest high, shoulders back and down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward, back foot spins flat. Inhale, both hands up. We'll do warrior 1 first. So squaring your hips and shoulders towards the front of the mat. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Just feeling this little stretch, sinking a little bit deeper. Think about twisting your left armpit forward here. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. Exhale, bend your elbows, release, hands clasped behind your back, like that. Slide your thumbs down the inner thigh. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, dive down on the inside of your leg. Just gently press your right shoulder into your right knee. Keep sinking your hips down and forward, chest lifts. Maybe your hands come off your hips, maybe they don't. Mine don't very much, so that's just kind of how my body's built. Shoulders back as best you can. Inhale 1 more time. With your exhale, pull yourself all the way up, reverse warrior. Right hand reaches back, left hand slide down the back of your thigh. Inhale, reach just a little bit longer. And with your exhale, reach your right hand forward, left hand back. Start to straighten the front leg, but leaning forward through your torso. Bring your right fingertips to your shin, left hand up for a triangle pose. Super simple. Inhale, open your chest a little bit wider. With your exhale, left hand forward. Right hand is super light. If you want a little bit of a challenge, reach both hands forward. Grip the ground with your feet, so rather than letting your foot slide forward, think about pressing down, pulling back. You should feel your hamstrings working a little bit. Inhale 1 more time. And with your exhale, press all the way up. Pivot on your right heel. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. So maybe walking your feet a little bit wider, maybe not. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold at your waist. Maybe working on getting the elbows down to the floor. One more big breath. With your exhale, hands underneath your shoulders. Bend your knees, tiptoe your feet in just a touch. Spin your right toes to point forward, bend your right knee. Arms out like a T, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up to a warrior two. So as you sink down, front leg's bent, back leg is straight, pressing down, squeezing the feet together like you're trying to drag your heels in towards each other. Inhale, long arms. Exhale, windmill, both hands down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, rebend your knee. Exhale, straighten just as much as your body wants to. Left hand to the floor. Right hand reaches either out to the right or starts to rotate up towards the ceiling. My front leg is a little bit bent here. Inhale, belly draws in. Exhale, reaching back with with the knuckles of the right hand. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, both hands down. Bend your knee, slide your foot back, tiptoe your right foot over towards your left wrist, lower your right knee down to the ground. So, coming into this half pigeon position, my ankle's crossed underneath my body, so my shin is not even anywhere close to parallel with the front of the mat, if you can tell. So this is definitely the safer way to do this for your knee. Inhale, chest up, and with your exhale, just fold forward. Easy, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, lift your front leg off the ground, just step it back. Inhale, hips up and back, lift your left leg up in the air. Inhale, reach just a little bit longer. Exhale, step it forward. Again, back heel spins flat. When you're ready, both hands up towards the ceiling or the sky, reaching, rotating your right hip, right shoulder forward, get nice and long. Time will take a little funky wrap. Cross your wrists, bring your palms together this way. So as you're reaching up, drawing your knuckles back, trying to get your biceps back by your ears, but work on tilting your rib cage down. So you may have noticed that as soon as I did that, I kind of wanted to arch my back a lot. So I'm going to work just on drawing my arms back. With 2 more big exhales, I'm going to try and really keep my belly fully engaged. 1 more big breath in. And with your exhale, bend your elbows, release. And then what do we do next? Come into warrior two. I don't know. Whatever we did. Shoulders down away from your ears. Long arms. No, that's what we did. Hands behind the back. Slide your knuckles down. That's why I'm not editing these classes, guys. I want you to see the screw ups. Chest lifts, shoulders back, dive down. Here we go. Inhale 1 more time. And with your exhale, pull yourself back up using the strength of your upper body. Releasing your hands, right hand to the back of the thigh. Just 2 breaths here. Inhale, reaching through your left hand. Sinking down and forward. Right hand is nice and light. Now we're going to use this position to transition into triangle pose. So reaching your hand forward, both arms lift. Draw your hips back, reach forward, forward, forward. And try to keep from collapsing down. Remember, getting your hand on the floor means absolutely nothing, so don't try so hard. Fingertips light. Use your core strength here. Use that, all the strength in your torso, both to open up, but also to find that buoyancy. So rather than just collapsing down and relying on your bottom hand, find length, find strength, roll your shoulders back. When you're ready, reach your hands forward, 1 at a time, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up. Left toes turn in, arms wide, big inhale open. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, folding in. So if you're just working on some hamstring mobility here, then by all means, just keep doing that. I'm going to offer some cueing for a headstand if you want to try and do that. If you don't feel confident, or if you're in a close quarters with anybody or anything that could potentially hurt you, don't do it. It's not worth it. But if you have some room, especially if you have like a carpeted floor or something to do it on, then go for it. So I'm going to bend your elbows, trying to get the head on the ground. You should be able to see your thumbs in the periphery of your vision, and then just start leaning your weight into the heels of your hands, and then maybe just work on lifting your knees up towards your arms. Now maybe lifting your tailbone up a little bit, and maybe lifting straight up. Try to shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Bring as much weight into your hands as you're putting into your head, and your neck should be really long here. You shouldn't feel any pain or sensitivity if you do come out of it. Now nice and easy, same way you came into it, maybe bending knees, extra points, maybe working on pushing yourself up into a crow pose. I don't know if I can do it right now. There we go. Inhale one more time. Now with your exhale, step your feet out nice and wide. It's been a long day, guys. Feet wide. Let's just come to that forward fold again. So last chance for the class. Maybe walking your feet out a little bit wider. My mat slides a lot, so I'm able to get a little bit wider, a little bit more easily. If you have a grippy mat, work your way into it slowly. Chest lifts, folding down. Just 2 more breaths. Nice and easy. Lift your chest, tiptoe your feet in. Now just pivot on your left heel, point your toes forward, bend your knee. Extend your arms out like a T. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Just 2 breaths here. Long arms, shoulders down. Reach a little bit longer, sink in a little bit deeper. Inhale one more time. Exhale, both hands down on the mat, ball the back foot. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Right hand on the ground, either left hand out to the left, or maybe reaching your hand up towards the ceiling. Just do your best. Inhale one more time, open a little bit wider. Exhale, both hands down, rebend your knee. Slide your foot back a few inches. Tiptoe your left foot over towards your right hip or wrist. I like to slide my knee back just a little bit. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, fold in. One more time. With your exhale, walk your hands back. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knee. Lift your other knee. Step both feet back to your plank position. Inhale, hips up and back. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Sit down on your butt. Take your legs out in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. Inhale, hold both hands up. Exhale, reaching forward. Folding in. Nice and easy. You don't have to grab your feet, maybe grab your knees or your ankles. And releasing both hands up over your feet, we're just going to roll it down onto the mat. We're going to take a short Shavasana, guys. I'm going to finish up with you here shortly, but just remember that you can always take a little bit longer if you feel like you need to. Pull your right knee in towards your chest, squeeze, and then just taking your right knee over to the left. We're going to draw your right shoulder down towards the ground, maybe looking over to the right. Nice and easy back to the middle. Switch legs. Right leg straight, left leg bent. Over to the other side. And with an exhale, bring it back to the middle. Squeeze both knees in towards your chest. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. Big inhale. Then with your exhale, reach your arms up overhead. Reach your legs forward. Open your arms out super wide. Lift everything up a little bit higher. Big inhale. Exhale slowly, setting everything down. Alright guys, make any adjustments that you need to make. I'm going to finish up today's practice right here. Please feel free to stick around, hang out in Shavasana for as long as you feel like you need it. New class tomorrow. I'll see you there.